Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're a returning subscriber, you are welcome. If you're just new here, you are also welcome. So let's cut this umbrella dress. Okay, this is how I cut this umbrella circle dress. So I will first fold my fabric by 2, just like you're seeing like this in this video. I folded it into 2. Then from this edge, from the folded side, that is folded side of my fabric, I'm going to cross it over to go and meet the upper side, like the upper edge of the fabric. Yeah, if that makes sense. Just look at what I did in this video. From the folded side of where I am, I folded it down to go and meet the other side, the other edge, yeah, to form a triangle. That is what I just basically did here. Yeah, so after it, my triangle have been formed. Make sure to align it together to make sure that the opening side are equal on the side. Yeah, just like this, make it a triangle. So the next thing to do now, on the upper side of that triangle, I'm going to find where my bust measurement divided by 4 plus 1 inches will fit in. So my bust measurement divided by 4 plus 1 inches is 14 inches. So I'm looking for where the 14 inches will fit in. Like, so I've found where the 14 inches is. So I'm going to rule down the line there. That will be my bust line, like my bust point. Then from there, I am going to take it up to mark my shoulder. Yeah, to get my shoulder measurement. You know, my armhole is 10 inches from my shoulder to my armhole. So I'm going to mark that 10 inches from that bust point to get my shoulder line. Then that is that line I drew up. Then from that shoulder line, I'm going to come down by 5 inches. That I'm minusing 5 inches from the shoulder line. I just found my shoulder line. Then from the shoulder line, I come down by 5 inches. If you're a smaller size, I come down by 4. So on that place that I come down, that place will be where my measurement will be starting from. That 5 inches line, I'm going to find my neck width. So to get my neck width, I divided my shoulder. My shoulder is 16. I divided it into 4. Whatever I get is my neck width. Then for my neck depth, I have to come down by 2 inches. I have to come down by 2 inches. Then I make it a round neck. Can make it a V neck. Me, I want a round neck. Then from that place that you mark your neck width, you are going to connect it to that bust line. Yeah, to the end of that bust line to form your armhole. That is basically what I did here. Then from that line that you're taking your measurement from, you have to measure your full length. So I'm making my full length 34 plus 1 inch is making it 35 inches. So you, from that measurement, from that place that your measurement is coming from, that 5 inches that you minus now, that your measurement started from, that is the place that your tape will be, and you are going to take the 35 inches. I'm taking my 35 inches round. Yeah, from my tape will be there, so I will take my 35 inches round, like so. After it, I am going to connect it all the lines together. So basically what I'm doing here now, see where I place my tape. That is where all my measurements start from. That is where my dress started from. So I will take in 35 inches all round the fabric. You understand? That's basically what I'm doing here. After taking all the measurements, I will connect the lines together. So guys, this is me connecting the lines together just like so. You connect it all together. After it, the next thing is to cut. Yeah, let's cut. So guys, I am done cutting. So this is the fabric now. This is our dress. So it will be 2, the front and the back. So after that, the next thing to do now, I'll cut out my ruffles that I will put at the down. So from the remaining fabric of where I cut out from, The remaining fabric, I am going to mark 6 inches. For my ruffles, I folded it into two, and I marked 6 inches for my ruffles, like folded. Yeah, so that it can go round. Then after that, I'm going to cut it out. So the next thing to cut now is the pocket. So I folded one of the pieces I used to cut it out. I folded it into two like this. So I draw a basic line where my measurement will start from, and I will measure 7 inches on that folded side. I'll measure 7 inches down. Then from that 7 inches that I measure, I'll place my hand like this. Then from the first mark I marked that I measured from, I started my measurement from, I'm going to trace my hand round. So after it, I will mark it to be visible with chalk. Trace it to the other 7 inches. Understand? Yes. So I'm going to trim it out right now. So guys, I'm done trimming it out. So I'm going to cut this into 4. So I'm going to fold another fabric again. I will place this one that I cut. I will place it on top of the fabric I folded into 2 again, and I'm going to trim it out. Like I am going to trace it out so that the pocket will be 4. It will be 4 pieces in number. 4 pieces in number. So after trimming it out, I am going to open up the downside so that it will be 4 pieces. After that, the next thing now is to fix the pocket. So this is how we are going to fix the pocket. I am going to measure minusing 5. Remember that I minus 5. Minusing 5, I am going to measure my half length measurement. That is my waistline. I'm going to measure my waistline. Then I will mark it there. I will measure the other side, making sure that minusing that 5. I will measure my waistline there, and I will mark it with my chalk. After that, I will bring one of the pockets and I will place it from the beginning of that line I measured. Yeah, I place it like so, right side facing right side. And I'm going to pin it. I will make use of my pin to pin it down to make it easier for me when I'm about to sew. So after that, right side facing right side, you see. So after it, the other side, I'm going to do the same. I'll bring one pocket again, and I'm going to place it like that, just the way I placed the first one. Right side facing right side. Then I'm going to pin it down. Then after it, whatever I do here, I will do it on the back side. Whatever I do on this front piece, I'm going to do it on the back side. So the remaining 2 pockets, I'm going to place it on the back side of the fabric, like the other piece. Yeah, if that makes sense. Yeah, this piece now, I'm going to do the same thing. So after that, I've gone ahead to my machine and I've sewed it down, and I top stitch on the pocket. I've sewed it down. I've sewed the front one and I've sewed the back one. That is basically what I was showing you guys here. Then after that, the next thing is to tidy up my neckline. Yeah, so I'm going to cut out a piece of fabric by 1.5 inches by width. Then the length is the length of my neckline. You're going to measure your neckline round. Yeah, so after measuring the neckline, and I'm going to place the bias tape, like that piece of fabric that I cut out, right side facing right side. So I'm going to place it on the neckline like this, and I'm going to use my pin and I'll hold it down. Then after holding it down, the next thing is to go over to my sewing machine, and I'll use half of an inch to sew. So I will sew with an half of an inch. After sewing it with an half of an inch, I'm going to top stitch at the back, at the wrong side of the fabric. Yes, I will turn it like this. I will sew it. Then after sewing it, I will top stitch it at the wrong side of the fabric. So whatever I do on the front side, I'm going to do it to the back side, that is the other fabrics. So I'm done here. I tidy up the neckline, both the front and the back, 2 of them. So the next thing now is to join the front and the back together, front side facing front side, just the way you are seeing like this. I join the front and the back together, front side facing front side, just like so. Then from this armhole side, I will make sure that it aligns together, both on the neckline, both on the armhole side. Then I'm going to use my pin to hold it down so that when I get to my machine, it's going to be easy for me. So when you get to this pocket side, make sure that the 2 pockets aligns together, just like this. All of them is front side facing front side. So you are going to pin it down just like so. Pin it down. Always make use of your pin as a tailor, my darling. So after that, the next thing now is to sew. So you are going to mark half inch. This is half inch I'm going to use and sew it. Just sew it like this. When you get to that pocket side, you curve it to that pocket by half inches. You sew it like this, round the pocket like so, using half an inch. Then when you get to this side, you curve it again by half an inch to sew it down to the fabric. Whatever I do on this side, I am going to do it on the other side. So I'm going to join two of them together now. So we're done joining, guys. So this is our gown is gradually coming together. So we are almost done. So look, this is the pocket. I've joined it together. Everything is tidied. So this is the pocket. So after that, the next thing to do now is to work on the armhole and the spaghetti hand. Yeah, like the stripe. That is the next thing to do. So to work on the armhole and the stripe together, so as you have joined it together, the first thing to do, minusing that 5 inches. Remember that you minus 5 inches. There, minusing that 5 inches, you are going to measure to the armhole where you join the front and the back together. That place that you started joining the front and the back together, that is where your measurement will stop. Yeah, here now that you join the front and the back together. So whatever you got, you make it to be into 2 because you are making use of both the front and the back together. Is that making sense? Yeah, because of the front and the back, whatever you got on that measurement, we are going to plus it to be 2 plus 1 inches. Yeah, I got 13, so I'm going to plus 13 plus 13, 26 plus 1 inches. That is the stripe that we are going to cut out to tidy it up. Yeah. So guys, this is the stripe. The width is 1.5 inches by width, then 27 inches by length. So to fist it, this is how to fist it. This is how to tidy up the armhole and the stripe together, because it's going to be on one piece. So at the end of the stripe, you are going to fold in like this, fold in small. That is why you added 1 inches. You are going to fold it in by half inches like this, and you are going to place it on top on that joining where you join the front and the back together. We are going to place it there, and you are going to pin it. So I'm going to pin it like so. I will make sure I make use of my pin because it's very, very important here, so you won't be confused when sewing. As a tailor, always, or fashion designer, always make use of your pin. Please don't mind me putting it inside my mouth. It's very dangerous. Don't try it at home. So I have already peeled it down, pin it down to here. You will pin it like that from that joining first to upper of the dress, like the neck side. When you get to that next side, then you are now going to minus, you are going to measure out 10 inches. You are going to measure out 10 inches. Remember that you minus 5 when you are cutting. Then 5 from the front and 5 for the back. It will be going to be 10. Then when that place you measure out 10 inches, you are going to hold it down, and you are now going to place it here. Place it on the beginning of the back side. On the beginning of the back side. If that, then you will now pin the remaining stripe to go and meet where you started, like to go. Just look at the video, you understand. Then the next thing now is for us, let me show you how I sew it down on my machine. So from the beginning of the neck side, like from the beginning of that armhole side, I am going to stitch it first. I'm going to stitch it down. Just be looking at the sewing, you will understand what I mean. So I am sewing it like this. Let's sew it together. Let's go. So we have sewed it down here to where you join the front and the back together. That is where you started now. So you have seen the other stripe will overlap the other stripe that you started with here. That is what I'm pointing at that time, to overlap it. For a clean finishing, the other stripe will overlap the first stripe where you started from, that you folded. Yeah, that is what I'm showing you guys. So you're going to sew it, keep on sewing like this. Keep on sewing it round like this, using half of an inch, just the way I'm doing in this video. Just keep on sewing the armhole like this, using half of an inch, tidying up the armhole So this is it. I'll keep on sewing it just like so, making sure that they're equal. So I will sew it to the extreme, to that extreme end where the armhole stop, using half of an inch. So I have sewn it to where the armhole stop. So the next thing now is to top stitch on the wrong side. So you are going to fold it in. You are going to start top stitching from where you join the front and the back together. That is where those your stripe end. You're going to fold it in like this. That is why I say you should overlap each other for a clean finishing. See, you're going to fold it in, fold it one, then fold it again. You see, one is overlapping one. So you're going to fold it, start from the armhole where you join the front and the back together. Start from that side. Don't start from the beginning because it's not going to turn out well. Then you're now going to start sewing. When you sewed it down, you are going to top stitch it on the wrong side. So I'm going to keep on folding it like this. I will keep on folding it like this and be going. This is how you are going to be folding it, because right now the stripe and the armhole is going to be in one piece. There is no joining. So that is what I'm doing here. So I will keep on folding it like this. Yeah, I'll keep on folding it like this. So when I get to that stripe side, I'll get to the end of it like this. I've gotten to the stripe side. When you get to this stripe side, you are going to fold the stripe, only the stripe, just like this, the way I'm folding it like this in this video. Fold it like this. Yeah, you are going to fold the stripe like this, fold it once like this, and fold it again just like this, and you're going to sew. That is how you're going to sew it all around the armhole, all around the armhole. So guys, I've sewn it round, so I will sew it round till it will now come and meet where we started again, like where we started. That is where you join the front and the back together. You sew it down to come and meet there, then you fold it down like this. That is all for the armhole and the stripe. So whatever I do on this side, I'm going to do it on the other side of the armhole. So guys, after that, I am done here. I am done with the stripe. I've fixed two of them together just like this that you're seeing in this video. So our gown is gradually coming together. So the next thing to do now is to work on the downside. The downside is my ruffle. So remember that I've cutted the down ruffle at the beginning of the video. So I cut it into pieces. I cut many. The one that can go round. So for you to cut the one that can go round, you will measure around your dress, the downside. Then when you measure whatever you get, add it 40 inches or ×2, depending on the fabric that you have. Then the width is 6 inches. You can make it 4 inches or can make it 3. I want mine to be 6 inches so that my dress will be a little bit longer. So from it, I am going to open up the side of the dress. Yeah, open it up like this, and from there I am going to start sewing my ruffles. I will sew my ruffles, then I'm going to pleat it like this. I'll go over to my sewing machine and I'm going to sew it and pleat it this way all around the dress. After that, I'm going to come and show you the end of the result. So guys, then we are done. Look at our dress. Is it not fine? If I watched this extent and you have not subscribed to my channel, darling, what are you waiting for? Please support this channel. Subscribe, give me a thumbs up, comment, like, and share. See you guys in my next one. Bye.